In this video, we're going to show you how to assemble the parts of the lorry together. To create an assembly, we have to open up an assembly file. To do that, move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the new icon, make sure you've got metric selected here, go to the assembly area, the fourth one along is standard select it, then click create. In an assembly, you will use the parts that you've previously created from the other videos and put them all together. In order to bring one of those parts into the assembly, we move the mouse to the top left of the screen and click on Place. Here, you'll need to look into your technical folder within your space in the network. If you don't know how to find this, ask your teacher for help now. The first part we need to put into this assembly is the lorry base. So when you find the lorry base, double click on it. You can see the lorry base is here and it's not all fitting on the screen. So I'm going to use the middle mouse button and roll it away from me until it does fit on the screen. Now it's fitting, I'm going to left click on the mouse and that has now placed the lorry base in the assembly. You can see that as I continue to move the mouse around, if I was to continue clicking, it would place more of these bases in the assembly. I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of this extra lorry base. So what I want to do here is on my keyboard, the top left-hand corner is the escape key. I want to press it. The next thing I want to do is what you should do in every assembly you create. We want to ground the first component included. To do that, move the mouse over the base, right-click on it, and move the cursor down through the menu until you get to grounded and select it. This will mean that this part will absolutely always be locked in this position throughout the assembly. To put the next part in, we go to the top left-hand corner and click on Place. The next part we're going to put in is the wheel, so scroll down your files until you find the wheel, double click to bring it in, and then click once to place it somewhere in your assembly. Then, again, press the escape key on your keyboard. We now have to put this in the correct place in this assembly. When assembling the wheel into the correct place on the lorry base, you are going to have to do a lot of rotating the view and zooming in and zooming out of your view. A reminder to you. To rotate the view, press and hold the Shift key on your keyboard, click and hold the middle mouse button on your mouse, and then move your mouse. And that will allow you to rotate this around any angle you like. Another reminder to you. To zoom in and out, roll the middle mouse button away from you to zoom out and toward you to zoom in. You will use those skills a lot during this assembly. We're now going to assemble this wheel into the correct place on the lorry base. To do that, we use the constrain button at the top toolbar here. So select it, and then we're going to click on the side of the lorry base here, and then we need to select the other side of this wheel. So we need to rotate the view around, so holding down the Shift key on the keyboard, clicking and holding the middle mouse button, and moving the mouse. We can then select the flat surface at the back of the wheel, and you can see what's happened. That wheel, or that surface of the wheel, is now touching that surface of the lorry base. Now we're happy with this, So we're going to click apply. We're now going to rotate the view again around again so we can see it from this sort of angle. What we're now going to do is zoom in on this wheel and this hole. So move the mouse over this part of the wheel, someone like this, and then zoom in. I'm going to pan the view across. And the panning the view is by clicking and holding the middle mouse button and moving the mouse across. Because I want to be able to see the round surface on this hole and the round surface of this wheel together in the same view. So I want to move the mouse over the round surface of this hole. You'll see when you do that, there's a green line appears up. And if you hold it on long enough, you'll see a word axis appear. So we're going to select this, or click when you see this, and I'm going to move the mouse over the curved surface of the wheel until you see the green line appearing down the middle of the wheel. And again, I'm going to click here. What this has done is it's lined up the circles so they match up with each other. This command is called a center axis. Now this is fine, so I'm going to click apply. I'm then going to zoom out a little bit by rolling the middle mouse button away from me. I'm going to click cancel here, and I need to now bring in one of the wheel pins. So I'm going to move to the top left hand corner of the screen, click on place, scroll down my list until I find the wheel pin. When you find it, double click on it, and then click somewhere on the drawing to place it. Then press escape on your keyboard. Now I want to constrain this in place in here. So to make this a bit easier, before I click on the constrain button, I'm going to zoom in so I can see the wheel pin and the wheel fairly close. Now I'm going to click on the constrain button, and I would like this flat face to touch this flat face here on the wheel. So select this flat face of the wheel pin, move the mouse across until I find this inside flat face of the wheel and click. Now click apply. Now I'm going to pan the view up so I can see the curved surfaces a bit better, and I'm going to zoom in a bit so I can see this outside curved surface a bit better again. And as soon as I move the mouse over it, you can see that this green line has appeared through the pin. When you see this, click. Then move the mouse to the outside curve of the wheel, you'll see the green line appear again, and click. And that has applied the center axis, so now that the wheel pin is going all the way through the center of the wheel and through the hole we made in the lorry base. Now we click apply, then click cancel, and then zoom out. We're now going to add the remaining wheels and wheel pins to the rest of the lorry base. To do this, we'll need to add another 3 wheels and wheel pins to each of the holes, one on this side and 2 on the other side of the base. It's an exact replica of what we have just done here. Now, if you feel confident enough, you can go ahead now and repeat what we've just done here without watching the next part of the video. However, if you'd like a little bit of guidance, then please continue watching and we'll do it all together. So we're going to go to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on place. We're going to select the wheel by double-clicking and place it into the assembly. Press the escape button on your keyboard, and then we're going to select constrain. We now need to select the side of the wheelbase and then rotate the view around by pressing and holding the shift key on the keyboard, clicking and holding the middle mouse button and moving the mouse around. We're now going to select the back face of this wheel. That's now in place, so we're going to click apply, and I'm going to rotate the view around again by pressing down the shift key and holding down the middle mouse button and moving the mouse. To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to zoom in on this wheel in this hole, move the mouse over the curved surface of the hole, move the mouse over the curved surface of the wheel, and click. Then click apply. Then I'm going to zoom out a touch by rolling the middle mouse button away from me. I'm going to click on place, I'm going to bring the wheel pin in by double clicking on it. Click somewhere, then press escape on your keyboard. We're going to select constrain, zoom in on the wheel pin. We need to select this face here. I'm going to zoom out a touch and then zoom back in on the wheel. The face inside here is what we want, so we're going to select that. Then click apply. Move the mouse over the curved surface of the wheel pin until we see the green line going through it. Then move the mouse over the curved surface of the outside of the wheel until we see the green line running through that too. And select. This is fine, so we click apply. We're going to zoom out now and repeat this exact same process again on the back of the lorry base. So we need to rotate the lorry base around, and again, to rotate, remember, press and hold the shift key on your keyboard, press and hold the middle mouse button on your mouse and move the mouse. Now we can see this view like this. This is fine. So we click on place, find your wheel, double click on it, place it somewhere in your assembly, left click, then press escape on your keyboard. Now we select the constrain button, select the side of the lorry base and the back face of the wheel. They are mated together, so we click apply. Now we're going to zoom in on the hole here at the front. Move the mouse over the curved surface so we can see the green line going through. Click, zoom out again. Move the mouse over the curved surface of the wheel till we can see the green line and click. They are now lining up, so that's perfect. So we click apply. Go to the top left hand corner of the screen, click place. Scroll down, find your wheel pin, double click on it. Place it somewhere in your assembly. Press escape. Rotate the view around by pressing and holding the shift key, pressing and holding the middle mouse button until we can see this side of the pin. Zoom into the side of the pin, press constrain, select this face of the pin, zoom out a touch, rotate the view around, zoom into the wheel, select this face of the wheel and click. Then click apply. Move the mouse over the curved surface of the wheel pin and the curved surface of the wheel till we can see both the green lines. Click apply when you're done. I've got one more to go, so same again. Click on place, double click the wheel, place it somewhere in your assembly, press escape on your keyboard, select constrain, select this face of the lorry base, then select the back face of the wheel, then click apply. Now select the curved surface of the hole for it, select the curved surface of the wheel, then click apply. Now we're ready to put the final pin in place, so we click on place, double click the pin, put it somewhere in your assembly, press escape on your keyboard, rotate the view around, again by pressing and holding the shift key, pressing and holding the middle mouse button and moving the mouse around. I'm going to pan this view down by clicking and holding the middle mouse button and moving the mouse. Zoom in on this wheel pin to make it easier to select. Click the constrain button. Select this face of it. Zoom out again. Rotate the view around. And select this part of the wheel. Then click apply. Select the curved surface of the wheel pin and then the curved surface of the wheel and then click apply. Then click cancel. We're going to zoom out and see what we've done. That's all 4 wheels and all 4 wheel pins now in place. Now that all of the wheels and wheel pins are in place, we can now bring the lorry cab into this assembly. To do that, as we always do for an assembly to bring a new part in, we click on the place button and then we're going to double click on the lorry cab. Click to place it somewhere, then press the escape key on the keyboard. In order to place this in, we want to zoom in first of all in this rectangular subtraction that we made on the lorry base. Remember, zooming in is when you roll the middle mouse button towards you. Now we want to click on the constrain button in the top menu and select the bottom of this subtraction. When we select it, you can see that it's highlighted in blue. Now zoom out and rotate this view around until we can see the bottom of the lorry cab and zoom in on the back of it, because we want to select this bottom face here. Now to check this is okay, we're just going to zoom out and see where it's in place. Okay, we're happy that's in place in the correct spot now, so we click apply. And now we want to rotate this around by holding down the shift key, holding down the middle mouse button and moving the mouse. What we now want to do is zoom in a touch. We want to select the front edge here of the lorry. Now this is very important. We're not selecting the front face here with the decal. We're selecting the very front of it here on the side. And then select the very front of the lorry base. Now you may find that your lorry cab flips around like this, and this would be incorrect. To make this correct, what we have to do is go to the constraint menu here, and instead of this mate option being selected, we now need to select the align selection. So you can see that when we click on the align tool, it's moved that around the other way. That's perfect now, so we click apply. The final stage of assembling the lorry cab onto the lorry base, we need to move it in place so it's going to be in the centre of this. So in order to do this, we need to select this inside face of the lorry cab on the right hand side here. Then rotate the view around, and again as a reminder, to rotate the view, press and hold the shift key, press and hold the middle mouse button and move the mouse. And we want to see this side of the lorry base. When we can see this, click on it. Now the lorry cab hasn't moved. This will mean that rather than being in a line, it should be a mate. So we go back to this constraint menu, and rather than have the align tool selected, click on the mate button, and you'll see that the lorry cab has moved into place. So now we click apply. Then click cancel. And I'm going to rotate this view around so we can check that this is all properly together. Now I'm happy that that's the lorry completely assembled. So now we've finished this part. What we now have to do is save this assembly. To save your work, click on the orange file button top left, click on Save As. Ensure that you're saving this into your technical folder on your space of the network. If you don't know how to find this, ask your teacher for help now. We're going to give this file name the name Assembled Lorry. And then click Save. That's you now finished this assembly. The next video will show you how to create a render of this lorry.